Hi, everyone. I am Jessica Turner.
And I'm Matthew Turner. I'm
And-
her husband.
Yeah, we've been married for 8 years tomorrow, and we are going to be doing a monthly video here on Deeper Family, just talking about our parenting journey and maybe struggles, get your advice. We'll share our advice. We
Just a
tend to
little
be
bit about
opinionated people, so
Just a little bit about our parenting story, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, what we get right, what we get wrong.
And so hopefully you'll feel like you're sitting here in our living room. There's nothing on our walls because we just moved in. So maybe next month it'll look a little more appealing in the background. Or it'll look this hideous.
And if I'm honest, this little area right here is the only clean part of this whole room.
Don't you feel like you're here already?
just to throw that out there. And we cleaned that like right before we turned this camera on. So
This is a train wreck. Aren't you guys happy you're here? So anyway, we thought that we would start today with just a little bit about who we are, so that then every month you'll have some sort of foundation, I guess. So I'll start.
Yeah.
I grew up in Wisconsin in a Catholic family. I went to Catholic grade school, middle school, public high school, and I think that shaped a lot of my childhood and the circumstances and the experiences that I had. Just a very, I'd say, pretty classic Midwest family. I don't know, went to the University of Wisconsin and had a great time there. I didn't party hardy, but had really great experiences and great friends and great community, and still am friends with lots of those people today. So deep relationship is always something that's been really important to me, and something that I hope we instill in our kids.
you had a really healthy childhood.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah.
you had a lot of, good things good classic things that kind of happened in your life, and
Yeah.
certainly they play out in how you parent and what you look for and things like that. I was born and raised in Maryland on the Eastern Shore, about 7 miles from Baltimore, but it took us an hour and a half to get there because we had to cross the bay. And I was raised in a very, very conservative church, independent fundamental Baptist, actually, and I think that sort of shaped a good portion of my childhood. I had wonderful things that happened in my childhood, but for much of my childhood, we were so caught up in our church that it sometimes overshadowed the normal things that happened. And so
our family church experiences were very, very different. And our childhood experiences, I grew up in a city. You grew up in country on lots of land. He had chickens.
I had chickens.
I do not want chickens.
My dad
would
had
love for us to have chickens.
Yeah, I'd love for us to have chickens.
No
My dad had fruit trees, and my dad had honeybees, and so I had a lot of really unique experiences as a child. Collecting honey, and taking care of the chickens, collecting the eggs, and then going in and selling them at church for $1 a dozen. And I saved a bunch of money because I did that.
So awesome.
And so, and my parents, at home, life was really normal. And so I just think that in my mind and looking back, and the experiences that really kind of monopolized at times the things that happened in my childhood were, it happened surrounding the church. And I can certainly see how that our stories affect our parenting styles and our parenting strengths.
And we're really cognizant of our stories impacting how we parent, and how our stories may play out in our kids' lives, or will play out, and how we're shaping their childhood stories. And so that's something that I think that maybe we're even more aware of than some other parents that we know. We're just hypersensitive to story and how that plays a role in life.
And the cycles and the trends that we want to continue, that we learned and experienced as children, and then the things that we want to change or we want to alter, the things that we want to do differently, or maybe not because they're bad, but because they are how we parent. And I think understanding each other's story has helped us maneuver the parenting journey a good bit. Jessica's Jessica's a really type A. Um,
Really type A.
Yeah.
Everything.
she's
Not,
she's a list maker. She's
list for lists.
yeah. and but she is
list for him.
Yeah. and I am like the I don't do well with lists. Lists feel like they're caging me. But you know what? Like,
where was that going?
Huh?
Where was that going? I'm a list maker.
No. But I'm talking about how that plays into your parenting. Like, you have some extremely amazing parental. Just you do things really, really well. You're a really great parent, especially in like specific areas where you are very forthright in how. And in the fact that you want to teach Elias this specific thing, or you want to teach Adeline how to do this, and you're very intentional. Intentional is, I think, is what I was going for. Like, she's a very intentional parent, and she has, she gets excited about the things that that the children do, and the things that they are going to make, and the places they're going to go. Like, if I was a single parent, our children would be unhealthy, and
they would live on Pop-Tarts and hot dogs.
And we would watch TV, and so
a lot of TV. But you know what?
Not quite that bad, but
they would probably have a lot more patient of a childhood, because you are so patient, and that's such a gift. And that sometimes my type A-ness sometimes means that I'm a little more high-strung and not quite as patient. So I think we balance each other really well. I just realized that we didn't even say how long we've been parents or anything about our kids. And so we should have done that at the beginning. But we have a boy named Elias who's 4. He was 4 in July. And then we have a 15-month-old Adeline, and she was born in June of 2011. So 2008, 2011. So we've been on the journey a little more than 4 years. But we're really excited to be here on Deeper Family, and I hope that this gave you a little bit of insight into who we are, and are excited to journey in parenthood and discovering what that means and what that looks like, and have you here in our living room. So thanks so much, and we'll see you next month. Bye.